Chapter 7 Heat Transfer in Nature Question Answers from Grade 7 Subject Science Book Curiosity. Page 90 How does heat get transferred in these materials? Answer The heat is transferred in these materials through a process called conduction. During conduction, the particle that is heated passes the heat to its adjacent particles one after another. The particles remain fixed in their positions. Table 7.2 List of good or poor conductors of heat. Material steel, good conductor, wood, poor conductor, plastic, poor conductor, bakelite, poor conductor, aluminium, good conductor. Next question, why is the smoke going up? Page 92. Answer, the smoke is going up because hot air rises. When smoke is produced, it is usually warm or hot. Due to convection, the hot air and smoke with it becomes lighter than the surrounding cooler air and rises upwards. Next question, how does heat transfer takes place in liquids? Do liquids also rise up when heated like air? Page 93. Answer, when water is heated in a container, the water at the bottom becomes hot, expands and becomes lighter, causing it to rise. As the warmer water rises, cooler and heavier water moves down to take its place. This process is called convection and it continues till the entire liquid is heated. Thus, liquids rise when heated just like air. Next question, I wonder how heat from the fire reaches us. Page 96. Answer, the heat from the fire reaches us through the process of radiation. In this process, heat is transferred by radiating energy to the surroundings. Heat transfer by radiation does not require any medium. Next question, page 99. How does water seep through the surface of the earth? Answer, water seeps through the surface of the earth by a process called infiltration. From the earth's surface, the water seeps through the soil containing sand, gravel or clay. Once it seeps, it gets stored in the pore spaces of sediments and the opening in rocks known as aquifers. Next, let us enhance our learning. Question 1. Choose the correct option in each case. First, your father bought a sauce. Your father bought a saucepan made of two different materials A and B, as shown in figure 7.14. This one, the materials A and B have the following properties. Answer C. A is a good conductor and B is a poor conductor of heat. A conducts heat to cook food, while B, the handle, prevents heat transfer to protect hands. Second, pins are stuck to a metal strip with wax and a burning candle is kept below the rod, as shown in figure 7.15. This one. Which of the following will happen? Answer D. Pins second and third will fall almost at the same time. This one and this one, because heat travels from the hot end to the cold end by conduction, melting the wax near the heat source first. Third, a smoke detector is a device that detects smoke and sounds an alarm. Suppose you are fitting a smoke detector in your room. The most suitable place for this device will be answer C, on the ceiling. Smoke rises with hot air, so ceiling placement detects it early. Question 2. A shopkeeper serves you cold lassi in a tumbler. By chance, the tumbler had a small leak. You were given another tumbler by the shopkeeper to put the leaky tumbler in it. Will this arrangement help to keep the lassi cold for a longer time? Explain. Answer yes. This arrangement will help the lassi stay cold for a longer time. The air trapped between the two tumblers acts as an insulator because air is a poor conductor of heat. This reduces the heat flow from outside into the lassi, keeping it cold longer. Question 3. State with reasons whether the following statements are true T or false F. First, heat transfer takes place in solids through convection. False. In solids, heat transfer happens by conduction, not convection. Second, heat transfer through convection takes place by the actual movement of particles. True. In convection, particles move and carry heat with them in liquids and gases. Third, Areas with clay materials allow more seepage of water than those with sandy materials. So friends, this is false. Clay has smaller pores, so water seeps slowly. Sand allows more seepage. Fourth, the movement of cooler air from land to sea is called land breeze. So this is true. At night, land cools faster. Cool air moves from land to sea. This is land breeze. Question 4. Some ice cubes placed in a dish melt into water after some time. Where do the ice cubes get heat from this transformation? Answer. Ice cubes get heat from the surrounding air and the dish surface through conduction, convection, and radiation. This heat causes the ice to melt into water. Question 5. A burning incense stick is fixed, pointing downwards. In which direction would the smoke from the incense stick move? Show the movement of smoke with a diagram. Answer. The smoke will rise upward because the hot air carrying smoke becomes lighter and moves up due to convection. So friends, diagram would show stick pointing down, smoke rising up. So you have to draw the diagram yourself. Question 6. Two test tubes with water are heated by a candle flame as shown in figure 7.16. This one. Which thermometers, figure 7.16a or figure 7.16b, will record a higher temperature? Explain. Answer. The thermometer in figure 7.16a, heated from the bottom, this one, will record a higher temperature throughout the water faster. Explanation. Heating from the bottom A sets up efficient convection currents, circulating and heating the water quickly. Heating from the top B, this one, mainly heats the top layer, relying on slower conduction to heat the rest. Question 7. Why are hollow bricks used to construct the outer walls of houses in hot regions? Answer. Hollow bricks trap air inside them. Air is a poor conductor of heat, so these bricks prevent heat from entering the house. This keeps the house cooler in hot weather. Question 8. Explain how large water bodies prevent extreme temperature in areas around them. Answer. Water heats up and cools down slowly compared to land. This means in the day, water remains cooler than land, cooling the nearby air. At night, water remains warmer than land, warming the nearby air. This moderates the temperature, reducing extremes. Question 9. Explain how water seeps through the surface of the earth and gets stored as groundwater. Answer. Rainwater infiltrates, seeps through soil and rocks. The water fills spaces, pores in rocks and sediments. This stored water is called groundwater. The layer holding it are called aquifers. Question 10. The water cycle helps in the redistribution and replenishment of water on the earth. Justify the statement. Answer. The water cycle involves evaporation of water from oceans and lakes. This one. Condensation forming clouds. This one. Precipitation as rain or snow. This one. Infiltration into the ground and runoff back into water bodies. This cycle ensures that water is reused, redistributed, and replenished across Earth, maintaining balance in nature. Next, exploratory projects. Society. Visit a site of water harvesting or a recharge. Visit a site of water harvesting or a recharge pit. Find out from people how they are constructed and how they work. Prepare a report with illustrations. Answer. Report with explanation. During our visit to a local recharge pit near the school, we learned the following. Construction of a recharge pit. A pit is dug in the ground 1 to 2 meters deep. It is filled with layers of gravel, sand, and pebbles. A pipe or a mesh filter is used to direct rainwater from rooftops into the pit. How it works. Rainwater is collected from rooftops through pipes. This water passes through the gravels and sand layers, which filter out impurities. The clean water seeps into the ground, recharging underground aquifers. This helps increase groundwater levels. Benefits. Prevents rainwater wastage, helps reduce water scarcity, keeps groundwater sustainable. Illustration: students can draw a labeled diagram showing rooftop, pipes, recharge pit with layers, and water seeping underground. Next question, activity. Tightly wrap a thin paper strip around a metallic rod. Try to burn the paper with a candle while rotating the rod continuously. Does the paper burn? Explain your observations. Answer: observation and explanation. When a thin paper strip is tightly wrapped around a metal rod and we try to burn the paper with a candle while rotating the rod, the paper does not catch fire easily. Why? The metal conducts heat away quickly from the paper. As we rotate the rod, no one part of the paper gets heated enough to catch fire. Also, the constant movement prevents overheating at a single spot. This shows that metals are good conductors of heat and can prevent materials in contact with them from catching fire easily. Next activity, take a sheet of paper, draw a spiral on it as shown in figure 7.17a, this one. Cut the paper along the spiral, suspend the paper as shown in the figure 7.17b, like this one, above a burning candle. Observe what happens, provide an explanation for your observation. Observation: when the spiral cut paper is suspended above a burning candle, the paper starts rotating slowly. Explanation: the hot air from the candle rises upward due to convection. As the warm air rises, it pushes against the spiral, making it rotate. This shows how moving warm air convection currents can cause motion. This experiment is a fun way to observe heat transfer through convection in gases like air. So friends, we have completed all these question answers from chapter 7, Heat Transfer in Nature. We have already studied short notes and summary of this chapter. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.